Hello everyone and welcome to a new demo day where today we're playing Harmony, the Fall of Reverie, which is words. We'll find out exactly, I guess, what it means as we progress. I guess one thing I'll do first, I don't know why, but I tend to find that my headset audio is massive compared to like everybody else's, so 100% audio is never good for me, but let's do a new game. In the middle, Harmony, the Fall of Reverie. Press space to continue. That is a seagull. Okay, we got like a 2D animated art style. You see what I mean? Like, it's loud. We're in like a cyberpunk kind of aesthetic, maybe? I guess just maybe more futuristic. Welcome back, Polly. What was that? Okay. It's me. Everything looks the same, but feels so different. I dropped my bag in my old room. It's been 10 years since I moved out of this place. 5 since the last time I managed to come back for holidays. When I was young, this island felt so small, but now I'm realizing I was wrong about that. It's not small, it's just that I was growing up. I had my own ideas, needed some time away, alone. Back then it felt like all the space here was meant for other, more important people. And by people I mean my mother, Ursula. She's always been so purposeful, so dedicated, so focused, she cast a long shadow. Oh. Now I find myself stepping back into the place where we lived together for so many years. The Naiads? Naiads? Not sure. I think Naiads. A big residence, open to all, filled with artists and creatives. The backbone of Ulma, the surrounding neighborhood. At least it was. With Ursula gone missing, the place feels empty now, almost abandoned. I decide to go straight to my mother's room, to the heart of the problem. Everything looks familiar, and everything feels strange. I hear a sound, and some instinct freezes me in place. Nobody's home. The noise emerges from somewhere inside my mother's room. A heartbeat and a gentle pearl-like rattling. A soothing sound. A call. A name whispered, chanted. I feel compelled to open the door and... What the fuck is happening? Hey, what's up, kid? Well, I've gone to the Nexus, so now I can play League of Legends. Where am I? The world around me, I've never seen anything like it. An endless panorama, a limitless horizon, my head spins. I did just follow a necklace into a bathtub. And there, looking at me like I'm an old friend, is a girl. She seems surprised, as if my presence was a shock to her.
Didn't see you there.
Oh my god, it's Tracer from Overwatch. Alright, hold on, I gotta turn down the music. The fact that it's quieter in the menu makes it really hard to attune the the volume. Hold on. Let me out, there we go.
Take your time, Sprout.
Cheer up, love, the cavalry's here.
It's not every day you wake up in a new dimension.
My ears are ringing, head swimming. I feel like I'm in a strangest dream ever, but I take a breath and focus.
There you go. You'll get the hang of it in no time.
Who is this person? She puts down the game console she was playing with and rushes over to me.
So, I guess we've got a lot to discuss.
Who are you? I'm Polly.
Actually, you're Harmony for us over here.
Okay, we're all like emotionants. She seems to be looking at my clothes, and what happened? Why am I dressed like a priestess? Breathe. I need to breathe.
I'm Bliss. This world is Reverie. And it's in big trouble.
Oh, I just came here for a holiday.
What?
Both my world and yours are on the brink of collapse. Not pillaged and plundered by an invading army or something cool like that. No, this is ugly. Bad news. Collapsing from within, you know?
Wait, slow down, please. I was just in my mother's room, and I picked up this necklace, and...
See this?
The girl points to an object floating in the middle of the platform. An orb, it sort of looks like a heart, wreathed in blue flames. It's radiating a powerful surge of emotions. How do I know this?
Don't look at it for too long, Sprout. It'll bum you out.
It's incredible.
And yet, it's fragile. More than it has ever been.
I take a few steps towards it. Waves of comforting warmth and aching cold wash over me. Sensations of solitude and togetherness, emptiness and excess. I'm on the verge of tears, gripped by a sense of helpless sorrow beyond my control.
I know who you are. And I know you have to touch the heart of Reverie.
Look, kid, we just met. The heart.
Touch it! Touch it and see the future!
Okay. I comply. My fingers seem to go right through the surface. It's neither cold nor hot, softly rough. I feel a slight shock, almost imperceptible.
You're connected to Reverie now. You'll be able to travel between our world and yours.
What do you mean, travel? I have so many questions.
Looks like you're searching for your mother. This'll point you in the right direction. Introducing the Augural. An amazing tool you can use to strategize and plan out the future.
Makes sense because being an augur in like Roman times was somebody who could predict the future.
How do I use it?
I think. The girl takes a sip of her drink and a few seconds to reply. Is this simply theatrics, or is she figuring out the best way to
See
explain?
for yourself, Sprout.
Welcome to Harmony. This tutorial will give you all the knowledge you need to explore the story. The future is visible to you in the form of interconnected nodes. Each node contains a fragment of story that you can choose to unveil. Close this tutorial and use left click on the first node to select it. When a node is selected, information about its fragment of story appears on the right of your screen. Use this information to plan your journey through the story. Close this tutorial and use left click again on the node to see what the fragment contains. What happened? What the hell just happened?
allows you to see the future. That's this board, you know? Before today, time was linear for you. From now on, well, it dances to your tune.
It's incredible. How? How come I can do that?
I'm an aspiration. Me and my friends need a heart to exist. But our heart is weak. And you're special, Sprout. You can help us. You can save us all.
This game just launched us into being like the one true savior immediately. Bliss attempts a smile, but it looks forced. Perhaps because I look so confused. For a moment, the words mean nothing to me. But why me, and why was the necklace in my mother's room? Could this augural be the key to finding my mother?
Let's start with something easy. Truth or dare?
Truth or dare? Is she serious? The light in her eyes tells me so. She is serious. The question mark symbol means that only one of the two next nodes can be played. The other will be blocked forever. Choose which part of the story you want to see unfold. I mean, by the looks of it, they all converge into the same thing. Let's go dare. I wonder how you can play this kind of game with some kind of immortal child, but I accept.
Dare, show me the cutest picture of you.
I don't have a phone.
Cutest? I guess I can do that.
Bliss smiles. And just like that, I'm back home. I walk through the rooms and point to a picture. It's me, age 6, dressed for the first day of school. Don't ask me about the costume.
OMG, Harmony, you're the cutest!
Everywhere I look, I see a good memory. Laszlo letting me play on the diving board while Ursula looked on in horror. Watching Nora drawing peacefully while Laszlo cooked. The few times Ursula let me have friends over for my birthday. Laszlo and Ursula cooking Nora's favourite meal while I finish my homework. I can't shake the strange feeling that I'm overseeing the future, learning the shape of my own path.
Natural. Look at you travelling between Bristle and Reverie like it's nothing.
Isn't it dangerous, seeing the future?
Bathing in what's to come or what's happened before is always dangerous.
Melancholy is a powerful emotion. And this place is...
When my dad left, Laszlo entered my life and carried me through the change, carried all of us. And he brought along his granddaughter, Nora. She brought a rush of fresh new energy. She electrified the place. We were an odd family, piecemeal, improvised, but whole. Butthole. My family.
What just happened?
You made a choice. What rippled forward from it was unique and new. Take your time to understand what all this implies. New powers can take a bit of getting used to, you know? You just need to focus. Stay in the present.
The memories felt more real.
You asked, right? Isn't it dangerous to blah blah and all that? Well, duh. Yeah. Of course it's dangerous to live in a time that's not yours. Simple fact.
Fair.
And that's why you need to focus. Feet on the ground, eyes ahead, deep breath, and look into the future.
Look into the future? Polly can catch a glimpse of the future, but entire parts of it sometimes remain hidden to her. Nodes with a closed eye symbol will hide all the nodes behind them. Hidden nodes cannot be interacted with. They conceal all information about the fragment they contain. You will need to progress through the augural until you reach this node to reveal it and see beyond it. On the augural, use scroll wheel up or scroll wheel down to zoom out. Use right click to move the camera. Like this, and like this. How many choices are there? Well, not many. It's a short game, I guess. We'll find out. Actually, no, hold on. Can't we see the glimpse here? Oh no, it's a closed eye. We can't do that. Okay. I open my eyes again. The two paths have merged into one.
What do you see? What do you feel?
I sense a new being. A new force. It's getting closer.
That, I believe, would be me.
Hi, Power. A tall silhouette comes into focus before my eyes, surrounded by electric blue fish dancing in the air. I knew Bliss was tiny, but now she looks positively minuscule.
I am power. An aspiration like our minuscule Bliss over there.
He reads my mind too. I'm going to have to work harder to keep them out of my head.
No offense, Bliss.
None taken. I prefer the term fun-sized.
A little laugh slips out of me. Suddenly this whole situation feels absurdly mundane, as though I've always been a part of
You
this.
must be Harmony.
Harmony? What a name. Am I one of them?
You have seen how weak our heart is. It won't last long. Great changes would come to pass. You might even call them cataclysmic.
The ground beneath me suddenly feels shaky, unstable.
What can I do? I'm just looking for my mother. I didn't ask for any of this.
You now know that chance does not exist. The futures laid out before you will force your hand. They will require you to make choices. Choices that are ruthless, difficult, even painful. Choose wisely, follow your objective, and your diligence will be rewarded with a valuable resource.
Uh-huh.
Ah, knew I forgot something. There's this energy called egregor, right? It's basically how we exist in your world. It kind of tastes like, you know that blue soda?
WKD Blue? My god.
Egregor is rare and powerful. It is not to be drunk. Some choices you make will generate egregor and bind us together. Use it wisely.
What? What are you expecting from me?
The aspirations meet my doubts with a knowing look. I don't like that they can see my thoughts, read my intentions.
Ah, you got it. I can tell because your mind's gone all hard. Difficult to hear.
Looks like I'm getting better at pushing them away from what's in my head.
We have much more to tell you, but a good leader knows what to reveal and what to leave unsaid. For now, of course.
The two aspirations look at each other. Something is shared in their glance. An emotion, a memory, but I don't know what it is. I'll need to find out by myself.
The key is your mother, Harmony.
Her disappearance must be linked with what happened here.
A pause. They glance at each other.
Some of our number are lost, scattered.
And we work better if we're a team.
How many of them are there?
But that's for later. Right now, the priority is your mother.
God, I've heard that on Xbox Live.
Exactly.
We must find her. Or else...
Your heart will get weaker?
The look in their eyes tells me I'm right.
Find your mother. Explore the futures.
I nod. The view from up here is stunning. My head feels heavy, so much has been dropped on me, so much. I need to close my eyes. Okay. A new objective node has been revealed. Objective nodes are marked by a ray of light shining from their center. Try to reach them to progress through the story. Press tab to open the notifications panel and see the new objective node. Hold on, can I get a glimpse of these then? No. Gain 1 power crystal or gain 1 bliss crystal? Okay. Gain 1 bliss, gain 1 power. Okay. I can tell right away I'm not in Reverie anymore. The sun over the Atina is hot and dry. I stretch out my arms, feeling the muscles there resisting. A minute, I just need a minute to think this through. I came to find my mother, discovered a necklace that transported me far away, and now I'm able to instantly travel between worlds and talk to gods?
Is that it?
That wasn't a dream. All my studies into the human mind, all my research, I've never heard of anything like this. It wasn't a seizure or a hallucination. This was all the legends and tales my mother wrote about in her poetry, all the stories she told me as a kid. An invisible world opened up in front of me with the augural. I need to act, I need to embrace this. I've got fuck all else to do. These 2 nodes are blocked by a barrier. Barriers block access to certain nodes until they are removed. It seems crystals are required to unlock either of these 2 nodes. The bliss and power symbols show that you need a bliss or power crystal to progress through the story. Crystals can be gained as you progress through the augural. Here are the crystals you seek. Do you see the bliss and power symbols on the upper parts of these 2 nodes? Progress through the augural and play one of them to gain a crystal and break the corresponding barrier. Crystals can materialize in different forms depending on which aspiration they are bound to. I mean, who do we want to support? Power or bliss? I walk back inside, my head still swirling with words, names, predictions, and then Nora. I can hear her footsteps outside the room. Knowing her, she's about to barge in. I rub my eyes and run my hands through my hair, trying to wake from reverie.
Polly?
Polly? Was not expecting that accent. I can feel tears in my eyes, a sweet taste in my mouth, static electricity grazing my shoulders and arms.
Polly! You're here!
Nora! Come here!
She crosses the room and we hug. It's the first human contact I've had in months. She feels so good, so warm and familiar.
How are you?
Good! I mean, fine, considering what's going on.
It's okay. We'll find her. I know we will.
So much has happened.
Tell me.
Hold on, I need some coffee. It's keeping my brain from rotting.
She drinks coffee now. She's definitely older, a young woman. In the kitchen, Nora makes us both coffee and launches into, well, about 8 different stories at once, all tangled together. She hasn't changed, always carrying an entire world of plots and characters and charming adventures with her, a Nora-verse of energy.
And yeah, Grandpa's gone through all 5 stages of grief, though for a while I thought he was stuck on denial.
I smile as she hands over a huge mug filled to the brim with caffeine. You would only go through the 5 stages when dealing with death, wouldn't you? Is the mum missing, or is she dead?
Nothing beats a really cheap, super strong coffee.
Can she see you?
Oh, no, you're fine. Just don't start talking to yourself. Weirds people out.
I'm so sorry. I'm talking so much. Can't believe it's the first time you've been back in years.
Yeah, it's... you know.
Oh, I know. Things were difficult with Ursula.
It doesn't feel good to admit my mother always showed more love and affection to Nora than to me. I'm not jealous. Nora deserves love, but it's hard to stop thinking about the reasons behind it. Was I harder to love?
But she'd been different lately. We had a fight before she went missing.
Ursula was upset with you.
Nora's always gotten along well with my mother. I can't remember the last time they fought.
Have you heard about all the job openings at MK?
Nora wants to join MK? A few months ago she was telling me how intrusive and problematic they are.
The city's getting more expensive by the minute, and the pay's good, and it's interesting work, I guess. Did I mention the pay? Because, Paul, we're barely getting by here. And there's this school I'd like to go to, a rather expensive school, but Ursula felt I was betraying myself, and we had a fight, and I had to sleep at a friend's place for a couple of days.
That bad?
I just needed some space, some air.
The shiver of static electricity is back, through my fingers, up my back. The necklace feels lighter around my throat.
I know MK isn't perfect, but I can't live here forever. No way I can move out without a job.
MK isn't perfect, but is not a sentence I thought I'd hear from Nora's mouth.
What do you think?
As I think about how to answer, I feel the weight of the decision. This is the kind of choice Bliss was talking about. So I'm guessing power is MK and Bliss is not MK. Support Nora. This is what she wants to hear, support, not judgment. Power. She doesn't want to hear this, but it's for her own good. Warn Nora. Okay, it's actually the other way around. Do I want to support somebody into making the decision they want to make? Or do I challenge that decision and warn her about the nature of it? I mean, I don't seem to know anything about MK, but Nora did, so I guess I'm just asking her what she already knows. I'm going to say power.
Do it, Harmony.
But she'll be disappointed, and...
You are about to tell her what she needs to hear, not what she wants to hear.
The more I think about it, the more I feel he's right. Time to put on my big sister cap.
Maybe it's just me. But... I can't picture you in a monoconcern uniform.
I know. But the pay is... It would change a lot for me.
She's conflicted, and I don't think she expected me to reel her back in so quickly. How long has she been thinking about this?
No, you're right. It's not a good idea. They've been increasing security all over the island. MK is everywhere these days. Hard to avoid. And I know I won't change anything by myself, but...
Her heart is heavier. I wish I could take this burden off her, but the rest is up to her.
You cannot take back your words. Moving forward is the only way to travel this road, Harmony. You did well.
Sorry, it was a bad idea. Can I have a hug?
No, never a hug. Power means no hugs. Yeah, sure. I don't need to be asked twice. Her warmth is contagious.
You know I didn't mean to make you feel guilty, right?
I know. Don't worry. I'm tough. On the inside.
Of course you are.
I'm tough on the inside. She smiles. I smile back. I'm now realizing that from now on my relationship will be affected by my power. This is a heavier burden than I thought.
This is good. The hug, I mean.
It is.
Nora squeezes harder. Then she releases me. We're both recharged, both forgiven, both at peace.
Come on. I guess we should go find Laszlo.
Yeah. I could do with a drink.
And maybe passing out and forgetting about the necklace and those two weird... I stop the thought before it expands beyond my control. Family first. Because that's why I'm here, isn't it? Family. Crystals collected during the chapter are not kept when you moved on to the next one, so you might as well spend them. The barrier has fallen. You can now reach the objective node. Let's go. Power's stronghold. A monolith surrounded by fish in the desert. A shock, a brief pain behind my eyes, a bright light. When I return to my senses, I'm not on Atina anymore. I'm back in Reverie.
You have chosen well thus far.
Is this your realm?
Indeed. A place of strength, of fortitude.
A gust of dry wind pushes us inside the tower. The cold stone that surrounds us makes us feel like I'm walking down the barrel of a gun. Power takes an unhurried seat on the monumental throne, a movement rehearsed 1,000 times.
But a realm implies a kingdom, a title, a crown.
This is all for show, a power play. No pun intended.
We aspirations are neither kings nor queens nor anything in between. Neither deities nor demigods. We simply
Exist?
are.
Yeah.
Aspirations are intrinsically linked to your world and your kind.
And we never had a clue about any of it.
Have you always been here?
Always. Since the dawn of your kind. Since your first dream, your first wish, your first complex thought. It must come as a shock to lose the luxury of your ignorance.
The aspirations have been here all this time, everywhere, guiding all of our choices. So many questions. My mind's awash with words and doubts and queries.
Do we elect you?
He shakes his gigantic head back and forth, his mouth twisting into a smile. The concept of democracy seems alien to power.
The same way a river elects the sea into which it flows.
For a second, it feels like his throne is made of whitewashed bones, crushed hopes, tears and sweat and blood.
You sense that we aspirations are much more than we appear. We give off an energy that is neither good nor bad harmony.
Like gods?
I'm trying to make sense of it all, trying to make it work in my head.
Gods are invented, and inventions can be killed. No. No.
A sedan-sized fist hammers the arm of his throne.
We are much more. Greater than gods. But our strength is limited to this place. We need a firm hand to restore our world.
And my world too, right? If I understood, we're connected. You need us humans. And we need you.
The smile disappears from his face.
True. True.
True, true. You ever seen Cloud Atlas?
Use the Augural. Explore your future. Establish and assert your own will. Follow my path, and we can change the world. Our worlds. Because whatever is about to come, dear Harmony, even I cannot predict what it will be.
He raises his hand and snaps his fingers. Okay. A long road ahead. My head is buzzing with thoughts. Now what? So there I was. Barbecue sauce on the Augural. Whatever's brewing here, it's big. Bigger than my mother disappearing. I should forget about that. Fuck that bitch. I step closer to the heart of Reverie. Its blue flames don't seem to burn.
Hey, you still here?
Hi, Bliss. I turn around. Bliss is standing right in front of me.
Didn't mean to scare you. Sorry.
There's more to it than she's ready to share. I can sense it.
This is a lot. Are you real? Is any of this real? Or am I having some sort of waking nightmare?
First, thanks. Nightmare indeed. Second, it's very real, Sprout.
I just need a minute.
It's okay. Really. We're really impressed by everything you've done so far. Soon, you'll be able to see even further on the Augural.
Let's go.
How far ahead?
Oh, like 20 seconds?
Depends on your choices, on who you side with, on what happens.
She's uncomfortable.
I can tell you don't exactly trust me, even if I can't read your mind anymore.
Let's be honest here.
You mentioned my mother. As soon as I stepped into all this, you knew. And you wanted me to find her. What's going on with her? Do you know Ursula?
Can aspirations breathe? Because if so, Bliss just took the biggest gulp of air ever.
Ursula was here before. In your shoes. In this place. Wearing this necklace. And she tried to do everything you've been doing today, and...
She failed.
she wasn't the right person. Why? I can't tell you directly.
For every mystery solved, 2 secrets are added.
Whatever happened, it broke us. It almost ruined Reverie. And we forgot. Our minds, Our bodies were twisted and erased.
I turn away from bliss. A minute. I just need a minute. Today's been a string of stolen minutes, wild concepts and shocking discoveries.
We need your help. And you need ours. There's an aspiration called truth. They know a lot. I mean, of course. If you could find a way to save them, it would mean the world to us.
How the hell do I save them?
I know it's unfair to ask you to go out there without any more information.
It'll be okay. I understand the stakes. And I'll do my best.
I give her a tentative smile. I need to get back to Nora, meet with Laszlo, search for my mother and this truth. No time to lose. Select a past node to display an overview of its content. The game is saved automatically after each node is played. You can still restart a chapter from the start as long as it has not been completed. The option is available from the pause menu. Now we're committed. This is the act overview. It appears when reaching the end of a chapter. An act is composed of several chapters, each having its own objectives. The act overview is a simplified version of all the chapters composing an act. This is the objective you have just completed by helping Nora make a decision about her future. It is now part of the ongoing journey towards the main pivot points of the story, the outcomes. An outcome represents the conclusion of great events of the future. They are unlocked by the crystals you collect throughout the chapters. At the end of the chapter, all the crystals you've collected are automatically transferred to the outcomes. Unlocking an outcome generally requires a large number of crystals. At the end of an act, you will have to pick an outcome. Okay, on the augury you can press semicolon at any time to access the act overview. Do not hesitate to check it regularly and see your progress towards the outcome you are aiming for. Close the tutorial and use left click on this node to start the next chapter. Hey, I think that's a pretty good stopping point for this demo. If you liked what you've seen, let me know in the comments and I'll happily play some more. But for now, I shall see you all in the next one. Bye for now.